So for our children's sermon today, sometimes in years past, I have had all of you guys come up, but I'm going to come down and talk to you about something that some of you used during the Christmas pageant. Who can tell me what this is? What is this? What is it?
I think it's, I don't know the name, but I think it was the, crib that Jesus did.
It's the crib, yeah, that Jesus was in. But what was it really supposed to be for? Does anybody know what this was supposed to be for? What do you think this was supposed to be for? This was supposed to be for feeding animals. Because when Mary and Joseph got to Bethlehem, they said, let's find us a place in the hotel. But there was no room in the hotel. So they ended up staying in kind of a barn. And there were things like this. Actually, the original things like this in Jesus' day were made out of stone, and I wouldn't be able to lift it up. But it was kind of like this, and in it, you put hay to feed the animals. And most people would look at this and go, that can't work as a crib. But Mary and Joseph looked at it, and they said, hey, you know what? It's about the right size. It's hay, it's soft. This is perfect. This will work. This will be great. And actually, the entire story that we're going to read now about Christmas is about not just things that some people might have gone, well, that's not right. They work great. It's about people who sometimes people would have said, well, that's not the people that we would expect God to be using. We wouldn't expect God, people thought, to use people like Mary and Joseph who were not famous people. They wouldn't have expected angels to go and announce the thing to shepherds. They would not have expected these people from the East, these wise men, who we think of as, ooh, they're really cool people because they wear fancy clothes and they seem to be rich. But when they came to town, people looked at them and said, boy, those are kind of strange people. I don't think those people would work. But God said, those people are great. Those are exactly the kind of people I need. Just like Mary and Joseph could look at this and say, this is perfect. It'll work great. And the real story of Christmas is that God looks at each one of us and God says, you know what? You are exactly the person I need. You will work great to be people who can share my love and help people to understand more about who Jesus is. So the message of Christmas isn't just about long ago. It's about God making each and every one of us part of the story. Just like God took things like the manger and Mary and Joseph, the shepherds, the wise men and all that, and made them part of the story, now we get to be part of the story. And we show others who Jesus is in our lives by the way we treat them, by the way we talk to them, by the way we care for them and we share God's love. So remember, as we put the things into the little manger scene up here, that we are all part of the story too. Okay? Thank you guys very much for listening.